Something really big is about to happen with Tesla, and guys, if you don't watch this whole video, you're gonna seriously miss out, okay? I want to make sure that you guys have a complete understanding of what's happening to Tesla. And this is gonna make a lot of people a lot of money, okay? I've seen what's about to happen to Tesla happen to so many other stocks like Nvidia, Costco, and there's a bunch of other names too, but let's get into Tesla now, okay? So, first of all, let's talk about the fundamentals. We all know this is a quality company, and we all know Elon Musk is a genius and he's running it. So, this company must have a bright future. Heck, even when you look outside, every 10th car you see now is a Tesla car. So, we know this company is here to stay, right? And it's a growth company, even at $1 trillion market cap. So, it's pretty crazy, right? Now, here's the thing, guys. When it comes to Tesla stock, I'm not going to worry too much about the fundamentals any more than what I've just mentioned. And the reason I'm not a believer in getting into fundamentals too deeply is because they don't actually help you make money. And that's the truth. Okay? Unless you went to Harvard and you're able to compete with other people that went to Harvard, there's no point in looking at fundamentals because they get priced in before you even know about what's going on. So any news, any this earnings, this, that, or that, anything that happens, it gets priced in immediately, right? So I don't use that to invest. Okay, all I really care about when it comes to fundamentals is it a quality company? Okay, and this is a very quality company and it's a very big name. So now the only thing left is to look at the technicals, and you really want to understand the technicals properly. Everyone's going to see different things on the charts. I'm going to show you the things that actually matter. And I know this stuff matters because I've learned them directly from institutional traders and investors. Okay, and investors do use technical analysis. So it doesn't matter if you're a trader or an investor, you're in the right place. So let's start off with the bigger picture before we get into smaller moves and swing trades and all that. Let's look at the bigger picture. Okay, you guys can see we had a massive bull run, bear market, and then a sideways market. And then we finally had the bull market again. Well, this wasn't the end of the bull market here, or it wasn't supposed to be at least. You see, when you connect these lows and you draw a parallel channel to the very highest point, you can see the stock basically reversed near that. And that's normal. You would normally get a technical reversal off this level, but then you would go back up and break above and go higher if you're in a bull market. That's how it works in cycles. Technicals do get respected, but they just don't change the direction of the stock, if that makes sense. But you ended up, it looks like the direction of the stock did change, but the thing is, this is all just because of the tariffs. So those got priced in. And now the stock is ready to go higher. And now it looks like it's almost had another bull bear, and now it's having a sideways market, right? Now, what is this pattern here? You guys all know this is a wedge pattern, okay? So this wedge pattern, we finally, broke above it after getting nearly to the end of it. And once we broke above, you guys know what that means. We're ready to go a lot higher. I can give you an example on Costco stock, right? The same thing happened here if you go back, right here. And look at how much higher we went. And we're still going higher. So going back to this stock over here, Tesla, I expect the same thing to happen. And how high do I think this is going to go? I think it's going a lot higher than this technical level here. I think we're breaking above and going higher. But these are the targets. Worst case, 600. Neutral case, 900. Best case, 1,200. Okay? These are the targets that me and the other institutional traders I keep in touch with have come to a conclusion with. Okay? Now, when you take a look at this wedge pattern, right, you not only broke above it, but you retraced to the scene of the crime. And that was a great spot to get in. And now it's going to do some choppiness, maybe, to manipulate people before actually going up. But this is what I expect on Tesla, okay? Now, I do have now, by the way, this is 10% of my portfolio. I sent out a trade alert in the investing alerts for the service, which, by the way, I'm doing a 30-day trial for, right? The promo code will be in the link in the description of the video. But anyways, you guys, we might actually get a little bit of a dip just to manipulate before getting that big move up. But this is what my swing trade on Tesla looks like. You can see we have a ton of support to protect us from getting stopped out. and her take profit is all the way up here at previous all-time highs. And as this goes higher, I may adjust my levels, but right now this is what the trade looks like. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the stocks that I would actually be buying. Right, I'm going to be making a lot of videos on a lot of stocks with my conclusion, and most of them I'm not going to be buying. This is one which I have 10% of my portfolio in because it's super safe. It's a very quality name, very little downside, a lot of upside, and it's going to happen sooner than later because we're in that bull cycle now, and a lot of people just don't know it yet, and no one is talking about the stock either. And guys, just don't be surprised when everyone does start talking about it once it actually starts to go up. You know, just like Affirm, everyone is talking about Affirm. I just made a video on that too, right? No one is talking about Tesla as much as like all these other companies like Nvidia, because again, you know, what do people do? They buy when the price has already gone up and when it's time to sell or take profits, right? And that's not what we want to do. So if you guys want to get rich, hit the sub button. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't find value, but you know, watch and see how my predictions come true over and over and over. And you know, I simplify everything and just focus on the charts pretty much. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video.